Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abimbola Craig. If this is your first time, you're welcome. Ekabo. Come into my vicinity. Please make sure you like, please share, please subscribe. It's very important because lots of things are going to be going on. But I digress. So I've been doing reviews of late and I feel like I chat a lot about them, or I chat a lot during these reviews, but here I am again doing another one. This is for Young, Rich and Famous. It's a reality TV show. Shout out to my girl Peace Hyde. She produces and executive produces this. The first season was really interesting and the second season as well is out, and so that's what I'm reviewing. Honestly, I don't know if it's scripted, because I know when I produced Real Housewives of Lagos, it wasn't scripted. I can tell you that for a fact. So I don't know if this is scripted, but anyways, season 1 we met a few characters that were introduced to us in season 1 was Annie and Two-Face Idibia, Diamond, Zari. Diamond and Zari have kids together. Swanky Jerry, shout out to my boy Swanky J, Nadia and Kanye. And they were all introduced to us in season 1, and in season 1 there was a bit of turbulence here and there. I think Diamond had tried to hit on Nadia. That didn't really work out well. Two-Face and Annie went through their back and forth and then eventually renewed their vows on the show. There was also Andely. I cannot forget Andely. Andely is so well spoken. I think he used to be a CNN reporter, or Kisha used to do news, and I just love how he speaks. And at the end of season 1, Andely ended up having a thing for Zari, which didn't necessarily go down well with Diamond. Season 1 ended. It was nice, it was juicy, it got our appetites wet. So I'm like, yes, season 2 is about to be lit. And so season 2 starts and they introduce new characters. They introduced a lady called Fantana. They introduced Bonang for like 2 episodes, which was really weird. I'm coming back to that. They introduced a guy called Luis, who is from Namibia. And then they introduced 2 of Andely's baby mamas. One is called Rosette, and I can't remember the other lady's name. It starts with S as well. But anyways, I'd written a few things down, but then I'm like, you know what, guys, I'm going to wing this because I need to shoot this video. So just stay with me. Season 2 pretty much starts off, and I'll just take each character and just handle them as this is going along because plenty. So we pretty much pick up season 2 with Diamond being very irritated with the fact that Andely has a thing for his baby mama, which kind of rubbed me off the wrong way, because Diamond flirted with Nadia in season 1 openly. And so what's wrong if Zari and Andely decide that they want to, you know, have a little role in the hay? I don't understand it. And it also says a lot about the double standard when it comes to men. So you can go around and just misbehave, put your thing anywhere and just misbehave, but the woman has to do what? Because what, she's your baby mama, you never got married to her. So what, she can't date your friend? Are you guys really friends? Nobody should bring you not together. Zari is very, very much irritated by it, because it's like, I don't understand why everybody is making my business their business, as she should be. Long and short, Andely decides that, you know what, yeah, this whole ruckus is not worth it. He's just going to step back because Diamond is his boy, and at the end of the day, he just doesn't want to, you know, just thread into those waters. Actually, I think low-key, Andely just decided that, you know what, he really wants to be in a relationship, but he'd rather decide to be in a relationship with people that are familiar. And so now let's move to Andely's character. Andely's character, the entire season 1 was just him talking about his kids. He's been married, I think, once, and but he has 2 baby mamas, and it just didn't really pan out well. This season starts with him just talking about the fact that he really wants to be in a committed relationship. He really just misses just having a companion and having that one person to share a lot of things with. And so he decides that maybe he should be with one of his baby mamas. That's the one with her name starts with S. First of all, both his baby mamas are stunning. These are gorgeous, gorgeous looking South African women. And so he's conflicted as to being with the lady whose name starts with S. And then along the way, he talks to Rosetta, who is his ex, but also like one of his best friends. And she drops hints, point blank period, that listen, she wants to get back with him. And then he's now conflicted, because initially it was the other baby mama he wanted to get along with, he wanted to get back with. By the way, both baby mamas don't get along. And so we just see Andely constantly conflicted between the 2 of them. And for me, it was really interesting because it didn't really show much to me. It just showed Andy that he's just a man who wants to eat his cake and have it. Because yes, you want to be in a relationship, you can be with anybody else. Why you have to be with your baby mamas? Especially people that you know that will never give you peace. Now let's move to Annie and Two Face. This entire season, first of all, can we address Annie's entire costume? Like season 1, Annie's costuming was just... Was season 2? Nah, it was screaming for help. It was screaming for help. I mean, season 1, it wasn't that bad. I'll say, okay, maybe because she and Swanky were cool. Season 2, Annie, first of all, that crown, I'm gonna look for a picture and I'm gonna post that shit. I don't know what the hell that was. That Ashoke and Gilly, I'm gonna look for a picture as well, post that shit. Because I don't know what the hell that was. Her makeup, her hair, it just wasn't given. And it wasn't the fact that, and I'm not trying to drag her because I don't do that kind of crap, but I was just really upset with the fact that somebody could have taken 2 seconds, and maybe the producers did try. I could probably imagine that, you know, Annie was just not having it at all. But I'm fine with her low cut. I have no problem with it. Her makeup could have been better. Her costuming could have been better. She just came across just looking like as if she was always tired, like she just rolled out of bed. Anyways, back to the season. So this season we see her and Swanky having a bit of a lover's tiff. We don't know what's going on initially until we find out that there was a situation where they had spoken and agreed to do a party where they were going to host their South African castmates in Nigeria, and it was meant to be a co-hosting situation, and somehow somebody ended up being the only host. And so yeah, Swanky ended up being the only host, and Annie didn't like it and she felt slighted about it, and as opposed to talking to Swanky about it, she decided to talk behind Swanky's back. Long and short, it felt like they were creating drama that there was no need to be drama. But guess what? That's what reality TV is about. This season, I loved it. It's the kind of content that we signed up for. But yeah, let's go back to it. Now, the tea of this season regarding Annie and Two Face. Typically, Two Face, you can tell he's never around for the entire season of shooting. He doesn't have time for that. So he shows up at certain times and in certain scenes. However, it's very interesting. There's a scene where they start a conversation. There's a rumor that had been going around. First of all, this is not shot in real time. You could tell. So there's a rumor that had been going around that Two Face had fathered another child, his 8th child, and yeah, Annie's not reacting to it because she's like, listen, this is a rumor that's been going around for a while now. She's tired. But she chooses to come on Andeli's show to address the situation. And she first of all starts by again excusing a lot of things, right? Now, I know that you're married to this man. I know that you love him. I know that nobody can ever be in your shoes and nobody can explain or understand what you've been through. But I feel like Annie Idibia needs to stop coming to the defense of her husband publicly. I'm being very honest with you. I think she would do better just being silent and knowing that whatever is going on in her home is between her and her husband, than having to constantly justify things to the public. She needs to stop speaking on his behalf. She's not his mouthpiece. Sweetie, you have married this man. As you lay your bed, so you shall lie. You don't need to explain shingbai to nobody on this green earth except your father. Stop talking on your husband's behalf. She comes on there and then she's talking about the fact that she doesn't know why people are saying that he's fathered or that he's had plenty of children all around. The truth is that he only has other children by 2 other women. Bro, fathered many children. It's the same thing. And so it's like every time she tries to defend him, she just ends up looking like a mug, and it's just not cute, because I can tell that she's so passionate and she's so vulnerable, and because of that the internet just takes her for a mock and they just troll her, but she makes it easy. I think honestly that Annie is a strong woman, and I don't think she needs to justify why she's married to Two Face or why she loves him to anybody. I think she just needs to keep quiet and stop explaining herself. They decided they want to host a dinner and then they invite certain friends for this dinner. On that table there's Kanye, on that table there's Nadia, on that table there's Andile, on that table there's herself, then there is Two Face, right? And they start having a conversation, and I don't know how the conversation ended up about cheating, and then Two Face now starts talking about the fact that, you know, as a man, the truth is that men who cheat, most times it's not emotional. You know what I mean? I need to look for the clip to post it, so that, but I'm not going to quote him word for word.
So for me, the way I look at marriage and the way I look at relationships and all around, just the same one to one. Yeah. I just want to fuck. I'm only going to make love to who I love. But I can fuck when my man is drunk. Yeah, but I see that goes on. Hold on, wait, sorry.
he was pretty much just saying that it's not emotional, that a man can be married and go around and sleep with another woman and it's just dick. Like it's nothing. It means nothing. And Nadia is like, what are you saying? Are you saying that, you know, his wife is right beside him there, by the way? This is after this rumor had gone around that he had impregnated another woman. And Nadia is like, wait, what are you saying? Are you saying men in general, or are you saying you? And then Annie kept on saying, are you talking about, she's asking if you're talking about yourself, or are you talking about just generally? Eventually Annie gets very upset because Two-Face keeps reiterating the same point, which we already get. But the point is, why the hell do you think it is fine for you to be having that kind of conversation, first of all, at this dinner and with your wife present? It's disrespectful. But my guy could not get it. As someone who's also in the limelight, listen, I understand and I hear it and I say constantly, I don't owe anybody any explanation. But with how much dirt his wife has been dragged through, I think it would be great if he sits down and does like a tell-all or like a documentary or something. He just needs to give this woman a win. Annie Dibia needs a win. She needs a public one. Because you see, all her losses have been public. And when I'm saying losses, I'm not saying she's won in life. She has amazing children. She's making money. She's married to a man that loves her. But I'm talking about the public dragging and losses. It's a lot on a person's mental health. He needs to give her a win. Two-Face, give Annie a win. In comes this young lady who is supposedly self-acclaimed Ghana's Jamaican princess. You know, the reggae pop star from Ghana, Fantana. And he sees her and he's just mind blown. No, she's hot, she's sexy. He's gotta have her. Long and short, they start this relationship. Don't know whether it's sexual. You just know that they kiss, right? And she hangs out with him a few times. And I'm just like, girl, you're 25. Okay, cool. You're young. You're trying to live your life. This gentleman is a superstar. You don't care. Because she kept on reiterating it to everybody that cared to hear. She doesn't care much for Diamond. She's just having fun. He's one of the other men on her roster with like 5 others. Like, she's not trying to be committed to nobody. She just want to have fun, period. But sweetie, for all the amount of fun you say you want to have, you took this entire season to just make it a point that Zari ain't shit to Diamond. That was too much effort. But anyways, he decides to have this affair with this Fantana girl, which kind of rubs Zari off the wrong way. Not because he's having this affair with this girl, because she doesn't care. It's the fact that he just couldn't keep his mouth shut. And I don't understand why men do that. You know what I mean? So you're in a circle where there are 2 women that you like. One is your ex, one is the current one that you want to be with or you're with right now. Why do you feel the need to talk dirty about your ex to the one that you're with, just to be able to get her to be with you more or to give you sympathy? It's so childish and so outdated. Like, it pissed me the hell off. Listen, Netflix or somebody was able to create like a family tree thingy. I'm going to post it on here. It's on my phone. And I just need you guys to just see how this entire season was just so messy. It just didn't even make sense at all. Because Zari gets upset with the fact that what is going on. Because obviously also Zari likes to poke here and there. You can tell that she and Diamond, I don't know if they still get it together, but you can tell that there's definitely still chemistry between them two. They got kids. They see each other every other time. So you can tell that in their minds, they're probably thinking, you know what, even if we end up being 80, we should end up together last. But for now, let's just go and have fun. Because somehow they keep meddling into each other's business. So Zari did once in a while, you know, take shots and jabs at Fantana. And then Fantana is like, listen, I'm not going to take this. And she starts to tell Zari all the things that Diamond has told her about Zari, which is just too much unnecessary conversation. I won't lie to you, that entire whole buaha between them really just put me off because it was just distasteful. I'm just like, over Diamond? Like, really? Like, I don't care if you got money, bro. It's like, you're a skinny dude. Like, what? No. He ain't that cute too. Well, you know what? People can't fight over him. That's people's business. Now, with Fantana also had another side attraction. This new guy that was from Namibia called Luish had a thing for Fantana, and he told her. And so he takes her for this dinner and he treats her really well, and he tells her that, listen, I think you're just an amazing girl, and I think that you just deserve more than what people are making you out to be. I mean, I think he could have worded it a bit better, because I think the Luis guy has a thing with just, I don't think English is necessarily his first language, which I'm not trying to insult him about that. So based off of that, just wording certain things a bit of a struggle to him. I think he's one of those people that the way he thinks it in his head is the way he utters it, and he didn't mean anything bad. But before he could land with what he was saying, Bonang attacked him and went inside his throat and just kept on dragging him about it. But anyways, I digress. He had this thing for Fantana and she just wasn't feeling him, to be honest with you. I think she just thought he was too sweet, because she kept on saying she doesn't really like sweet guys. And I don't understand what it is with women and not wanting men that are good for them. I say women because it ain't happened to me. Let me think first. Men are not gonna shoot me. It ain't happened to me. That is a nice guy, good looking, and because he's a good boy, I don't want it. I beg you, if you find like Luis and you're a good guy, and you know me in the past, hello, please do check up on me. Oh, but you're looking like you like what you see when you come out, check up on me, because I don't understand it. It's really wild that that's saying, and I hate stereotypical narratives that girls really like bad guys, because why? Anyways, Shisha wasn't feeling the Luis guy, so yeah. Luis comes in, he's this young 30-year-old good-looking guy. He kind of gave me a bit of a weird vibe at first, but anyways. And he's good looking, you know, you can tell he takes care of himself. And so he's introduced to us by Kanye as Kanye's friend. And when he comes in, he seems pretty okay with everyone. All of a sudden, Swanky, who is still dealing with his heartbreak from his bestie, and he just decides to just pick on him for like 3 entire episodes for no reason whatsoever. Swanky was quite bitchy this season. I couldn't understand why, to be honest with you. So yeah, he just kept on picking on Luis, which I just thought was very unfair. Luis had a dinner one day and he had spoken about how he had run into Bonang years ago. He didn't run into her. He had actually reached out to her team to invite her for an event that he was organizing in Namibia, and that she had actually been flown in and she had gotten in, but that there was a problem with the fact that he did not book the hotel that she was meant to be staying in. And so by the time he had tried to book it, the hotel was full, and Bonang got upset and just flew back. Now he tells them that, and he says that to say when he sees Bonang, he would like to apologize to her. In his mind, he's thinking, okay, even if it was years ago, at least if I apologize, maybe she'll remember. It would be great to just rekindle the friendship with this amazing lady, because everybody knows Bonang. Bonang is like top like A-list celeb Africa, let's be honest. So, you know, he's excited about it. Now, word gets to Bonang about this, and I don't know how it was worded to her and the context in which it was given to her, but she gets really offended and just starts saying that Luis is a liar, he's lying, never invited her anywhere, and that how someone invites her for an event that she would attend, and then she will now say, no, 360, get me on the plane, I want to leave, that she's not the kind of person. I feel like she blew it way out of proportion, to be honest with you, because this gentleman now comes to dinner, greets her, and then actually tenders an apology for something that happened years ago. And as opposed to my sis taking the apology, first of all, she first of all acts like as if no, then all of a sudden you start dragging him, you just start pulling issues from nowhere, you start belittling him.
Again, what is this? Can you go back to the desert? Like to the desert?
It was fine when Bonang was calling me out, but it became a problem when she mentioned my country.
Maybe you and Luis will address your issues.
Shan't.
Shall not, she meant.
Not.
I've apologized. I'm not apologizing anymore.
No one asked you to.
I apologized multiple times, but you are not hearing me.
People in Namibia know about this, it happened. So it's out there.
I can call someone in Namibia right now.
You can call someone, you'll see the truth.
I asked you to tell me exactly who
I will do that.
You came in, you said you apologized, but for lies.
What lies?
Did you not just apologize?
I've apologized to you.
Yes,
I said I was sorry, I apologized.
You had to apologize.
How did I lie if it's the truth?
I told my truth. There's proof, there's evidence.
Where?
It's out there, it's online.
Where? Which online?
I'll send you links.
Send me now. Do it right now.
I'm not gonna do it now. I'm here for Swanky.
The dinner right now has turned into like a war zone.
This is actually this is bullshit.
Hold on, calm down, baby, please. Wait.
It was like they go back and forth with words. And at this point, at first he was trying to just be very like polite to her and not want to drag with the woman, but eventually he's like, what are you talking about? The internet doesn't lie. I'm telling you that you came for this thing. I mean, there's proof online. She's like, yeah, show me the proof, Google it, show me. And he's like, no, you Google it. Long and short, she ends up walking out, and she walks out, and that babe does not come back again the entire season. Again, why I say I think it might be scripted, because it was quite dramatic, and it didn't need to be that dramatic. But yeah, man, shout out to Bonang. She will definitely remember this entire season. Nadia really didn't do much this entire season, you know. First of all, made the soul of AKA rest in peace. That was who she was dating as at the time in which they shot, and now he's late. But she didn't do much this entire season, to be honest with you. She just had conversations here and there, but she didn't really do a lot this season. I know she wasn't necessarily excited with Bonang being there, because Bonang once dated AKA, but apparently that's not the issue. Apparently they used to be friends as well before all of this. But yeah, Kanye, like I said, didn't do anything as well this season. I'm lying to you. Also, I could not understand half of Kanye's costume this entire season. It's like I said, she went and borrow clothes. It was just awfully lot. Her makeup was better this season, but her costume was like, what? That's when they were on the beach. Your girl shows up like in fully leather, head to toe. I'm like, sis, it's the beach, it's outside the sun. What are you doing? What are you wearing? But anyways, yeah, she just kept on just trying to just inject and insert herself in conversations that really wasn't her business. So like I said, she didn't really do much for me. Angelique's baby mama Rosetta is cute, cutie potatoey. She is so hot. I saw with the other lady that her name starts with S as well. Two of them had a bit of back and forth one time over dinner, which was just very interesting, man. Ladies, if you ever have to sit down to fight for a man, I don't know. And I say that to say there was a time in my life where there was a guy that I knew was totally into me, but there was a girl that also wanted him. And I just looked at her and I looked at him and I was like, I ain't doing this shit with you guys. I mean, eventually he came to me and became mine, but I didn't fight for him. But I'm saying I've always just had that notion where if I have to fight with another babe over a man, and when I mean fight, I'm not talking about physical, but even just physical, even being messy, even being gamey, even being plotty, I don't think it's worth it. Now I believe in, you know, and I say I believe in, but I've never done it before. But I don't think it's wrong that you fight for what you think should be yours, especially when it comes to people. But the fighting is definitely giving them reasons to see why they belong with you and they should be with you. But I don't think you need to go an extra mile. Swanky was amazing this season, just in terms of his costuming. Like, my boy did not come to play. He did not came to play. He came correct, head to toe, decked out every time. Even on the bloody basketball court, Swanky was giving it to them, but the drama was just heightened a lot. Like, my guy was just bars boast. Sometimes the English self, I'm just like, eh, Swanky, what's in here now? Eh? You what? You say what? It was a lot. It was a lot. I didn't think he needed to be this bitchy and this catty this season, but it was definitely content for sure. I mean, I sat down and in one sitting I finished the entire season. So yeah, I hope you guys have watched it. You guys should watch it. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Let's discuss, especially about, you know, Diamond and Zari and Fantana's situation, Two-Face and Annie's entire situation, because it's a lot going on. Let me know your opinions about what I said regarding the two of them as well. Let me know also who's your favorite character on it. Shout out to P-Side and the entire team for this season. Listen, to shoot a reality show is not beans. After Real Housewives of Lagos, I give kudos to everybody who works on reality shows. It's a lot of emotions. It's a lot of heightened emotions. It's a lot that goes on, you know what I mean? Thanks for watching, guys. Please don't forget to like, please don't forget to share, please don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, it's been real.